Okay, so it took us forever to get here today because of how many things came up, but we're here. All right, recording's going. All right, just so everybody is with me on this, this is our team. I did do some off-stream leveling, got everybody up to level 20. This is what we're working with. I'm still planning on using the Moonstone on Nidorino at 22. We're definitely going to be using the dig we're about to get here on our Nido King, because that's realistically who we're going to have on the team longer than Sandshrew. Heyo, good doc. How's it going? How is your Tuesday? Had to think about that. Drowsy. Drowsy not great for us. Do we have anyone that has a... I don't think anybody here has a dark move, right? Do you have bite? No. Okay. I guess we'll send out Pikachu. Alright, we'll take that paralyze. Ooh, that's not great. Alright. Charmeleon. Ooh, good. Cool. Alright, let's go re-heal up, because that was an annoying battle to deal with. Sleepy as usual, so tired of being tired. I get that. I myself, like, I usually feel tired in the mornings at all times, no matter how much sleep I get. I'm always tired in the mornings, but I'm not, like, always tired throughout the entire day. I don't have that, like, level of exhaustion, you know? I know Kit, they deal with that level of tiredness 90% of the time, which, you know, that's a whole thing, but I can only imagine how frustrating it is to have to deal with stuff like that. All right, let's go down here, because usually there's at least a couple different Pokemon in here, and again, we're trying to catch as many Pokemon as we can along the way. Plus, if we pick up a couple of XP, I'm not gonna be mad about it. All right, we already have the Jigglypuff, which that would have been a good find here. I feel like we can usually find Vulpix here at times. I could be wrong. Growlithe, maybe. Okay, so I think it's a combination of the two. All right, we're gonna go Poison Sting. Hope for. I'm gonna go for one more Poison Sting. All right, now we're gonna start throwing balls. Huge. Okay, cool. Alright, just as I planned. Is there actually anything down this side? No, just essentially a way to go up and down. I kind of like the fact that they added in stairs for these ledges. Right. If there's a Growlithe here, there's realistically a Vulpix here, right? So we can at least do this a couple times. This stream won't be near... Hey, speaking of Vulpix, this stream won't be nearly as long as the other ones that I've done in the past. Alright. We're gonna send out Charmeleon to tank any of the fire moves and... Okay, well, no, that's just rude. But, we're at least going to make some progress today. Oh, good doc, if you are still listening and if you haven't stepped away, I'm going to be checking out a game I got a key for tomorrow, and it is a Metroidvania type of game. Let me see. Exploris? Exploris? EXPLOARIS. It's in early access right now. From what they said in their thing in Keymailer, they are looking to release at the end of the year, and they have content planned out for several years after release. So I'm excited to see exactly how that may or may not go. All right, if we run into another Vulpix, we might just want to throw the ball. Because if it has Roar, that's going to be an issue. Alright, Jigglypuff, go for the double kick. Alright. But I'm excited to check it out. It looked interesting enough. I'm not going to deal with the Growlithe that I already have. Plus, honestly, double kicking this Jigglypuff is pretty decent experience, all things considered. I'm gonna guess the level cap is probably 25. Ooh, Abra. All right, all right. We're gonna go for the insta catch. Damn. All right. All right. Knowing we can get Abras down here is also nice. We're probably gonna need at least a Great Ball, realistically. Poison Sting. One more Poison Sting. Okay. This might... Because I have to... Oh, hey, look, a Chansey. This will be worth a lot of experience. Alright, being able to find a Chansey here is pretty great. Yeah, that one. I want to call it Explorus, but I know that's not probably exactly how they want that to be said. Now we throw a ball. Ooh! Alright, cool. Alright, I don't think there's gonna be anything else here in here, so we'll come back later. Okay, so Daycare Man, I help take care of trainers, raise your Pokemon. Alright, and then I'm guessing I can probably... Daycare Lady, we can raise Pokemon for you. Would you like us to raise one? Alright, I'm assuming I could breed here, based on the fact that they have Old Man standing over there. Yeah, from what I took a quick look at, I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting enough, and I want to try and start getting into Metroidvanias. Anyways, so why not? Plus, I know you and Chester both really enjoy Metroidvanias, so if I can check something out that one of the homies will like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Alright, Nidorino. Okay, Nidorino did in fact learn Horn Attack. We're gonna get rid of Focus Energy. Alright, I'm going to assume that's where we wanted to stop off at. Because I'm not going all the way to 43 for Poison Jab. Oh, interesting. They have a whole pocket for... Interesting. Alright. Moonstone. Use. Alright, let's get our Nidorino. Or Nidoking, I should say. But yeah, I'm excited to check that out tomorrow. As long as nothing comes up, I'll be streaming that I'll start streaming that at 11 my time. All right, Thrash over Horn Attack. I mean, Horn Attack's actually kind of solid. Thrash would be stronger though. Double Kick's nice to have. Poison Sting is decent for a status effect. Maybe we get rid of Peck? You know what, yeah, let's get rid of Peck. Alright, I'm gonna assume everything down here is the same. Okay, I'm gonna assume everything here's... let's see, Thrash. Insta-kill! Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, and then I want to teach Dig before I forget. Alright, so honestly in that case, I think I'm going to get rid of Horn Attack just because I know Thrash is going to be insane. Horn Attack's solid, which in all honesty, I probably could have just evolved earlier. Cubone for a Machop. Alright, we'll have to keep a note of that. Oh. I'm just gonna keep going down straight. I will probably come back through here off stream and pick up all the items in here. Unless they took out all items. I mean, granted, there's probably a chance that there isn't an item specifically in here. And like on that line that I did. Underground path. Okay, so no, there's gotta be items in there. There's no way there's not. Okay, we got some berries here. Alright, and then I think there's usually like, yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's usually a hidden item up there. Alright, no, let's work on the trainer battles first, and then we can worry about catching new Pokemon in here. Alright, Weedle means really nothing to us. I'm just gonna hit Thrash. Yeah, Nidoking Thrash kind of nuts. I think you should technically have a... One of you should have a Squirtle. If I remember correctly. Called it. That's it, the Razor Leaf. Didn't kill. Impressive Squirtle. I don't think you have anything particularly interesting, if I remember correctly. Alright, cool. I was not thinking Jigglypuff, but that works out really well for me, because double kick go burr. Stab dig, not a problem. Now, I know we're in challenge mode, but I can't imagine they're going to give Surge things to necessarily... Alright, we're going to go for Dig. Oh, double... Ooh, I like how they changed this to a double battle. Okay, I'll take it. Bellsprout and Udish. Alright, I'm going to go... You know, I'm going to go Thrash. Fuck it. Let's keep thrashing. Fuck it. Thrash go burr. Nidoking came in here is like, I don't even care. Ooh, they changed up how Vermilion City looks. Neat. Okay, let's heal up first before we start talking to anybody, because last thing I want to do is talk to somebody and that get into some shenanigans right away. Talk to everybody at least once. Fame checker. Okay, so that's where you get the fame checker. All right, everybody, make sure you're looking here for the fame checker. This is why you talk to everybody. All right, I think there's supposed to be also a hidden item, like, around here? Or is it? There it is. Okay. How famous are you? You know what? Let's find out. Fame checker. Use. I don't... Favorite kind of Pokemon? Oh, maybe it's more of like... Okay, so it's just more so I guess we check on what people are. I don't think it's I check how famous I am. Interesting. I don't think I've ever used the fame checker because I didn't care what it was. All right. Yeah, boo indeed. I wanted to know how famous I was. Let's see. Looking for a competent Pokemon trainer. If you see someone strong as Lieutenant Surge. Okay, so once I beat Lieutenant Surge, they'll give me the Squirtle. Pollution around here. Grimers. Alright, ooh, they actually made, like, the Pokemon fan club a big thing. Alright, Spearow for a Farfetch'd. No, I don't have a Spearow, but if we get... We're gonna need to catch a second Spearow, because I think that's... Unless they added in Farfetch'd somewhere into the game, that's the only way to get Farfetch'd. Which Farfetch'd a solid Pokemon. Alright. Talk to you. Chairman. Well, Pikachu's twice as cute as that one. Alright, whatever. Alright. Now we blindly talk to this man. We don't care what he says. And bike voucher. Cannot forget the bike voucher here. Can we buy Great Balls here? No Great Balls yet. Maybe after Surge. Because I know, like, things unlock based on, gym badges. I think after Surge we can finally get Great Balls. Alright, so that's all done. Alright, we gotta catch Pokemon up. Okay, this is a different building. Ooh, what the... Oh my god, is this... Oh my god, they put a Pokemon contest? Ooh, interesting. Bug blocks, berries, Appeal sensor. Okay, so that's another achievement that we gotta keep an eye out for. Day, victorious. Blender speeds, records, toughness. Great balls of fire. Looking good at breeding. Would you join us? Wondering what kind. Okay. Blending already. Alright. And then you. Put some berries with me. If you'd like, we could make some Pokeblocks together using this berry blender. Alright. Well, I'll worry about that in a moment. Hello, this is a reception counter for Pokemon contest. Oh, it appears you don't have a Pokeblock case yet. In that case, we need you to provide you with this. Okay, cool. Get the Pokeblock case. Okay. Okay, now that we've cleared that up, hello, this is the reception for that. Would you like to enter? No. So we'll worry about a contest afterwards. But I'm guessing that means I can come in here. Ooh, okay, so, okay, we got 2 smart, a cool, and a tough. 2 cute, smart, tough. Okay, Mankey's all tough, so we'll probably lean into Mankey going into tough. Pikachu's got a lot of cool. We could also do cool for that. And, okay, smart, cool, okay. So we'll probably do a contest, because I can only imagine that there's an achievement for completing a contest, right? Alright, before I get too deep... I can't well, we already bought the Magikarp, so we don't need another Magikarp. And I can't imagine that we're going to have anything else come up from the old rod. Alright, we'll try at least one more interaction. Because with only 20 extra Pokemon added in, it's probably more so based on evolutions from things. Because I know I've seen Scizor in a screenshot. So that's going to be one of the mons that we can eventually get. So that probably means anything from at least Gen 2. So there's probably Blissey, Oh, there's probably all the baby Pokemon too, but would that add up to 20? Just generic evolutions and pre-evolutions? Maybe? Okay, yeah. Just Magikarps. Okay. Not a big deal. Alright, what is up here? What do we got hiding here? Alright, Rita, don't care. Kick. Okay, still getting levels, not a big surprise. Again, I think the level cap's gonna be 25. Oh, is this gonna be the equivalent? Okay. Alright. Okay, if this is still Route 5, then it's the same thing as Route 6. Okay, so no, this is technically different. There could be something new here. Knowing my luck, there's probably not, but I want to just double check anyways. I know at the very least there will be new stuff on to the right of Diglett Cave, which that'll be nice. Alright, we already know Psyduck. Jiggly. Alright, if in fact 25 is the level cap, we'll go ahead and stop when we hit 25 and then like do one more battle just to see if Nidoking actually breaks 25 or not. Because I think so long as I... Like, the only way I would pick anything different than Nidoking and Sandshrew going in is if... Okay, that went up a little bit more, so 25 is not the cap, but I'm going to stick to 25 being the cap in my heart. Ooh, we might have to, like, depending on what moves Sandshrew learns, we might have to swap off of Sandshrew and go Diglett. Because not teaching Sandshrew Dig is, like, if it doesn't learn an actual ground move, we're in trouble. We're going to go for Poison Sting to hit the poison. Then we hit Scratch. But yeah, it needs to learn at least some kind of ground move between now and essentially the level it is now in what, 25? Escape rope. We already know the Snorlax is in the way, so we're not going to worry about that. I'm trying to remember what's up here. Pokemon Aid, Professor Oaks, 30 species. Yeah, I do. Here you go. Item finder. Right. Okay, this is where we get the item finder. Not really worried about that. What were we looking for? Coughing. Coughing for a Grimer. Alright. So we got Spearow for Farfetch'd, a Cubone for a Machop, and a Coughing for a Grimer. Okay, we got a Great Ball, so if we run into a, what's what I'm looking for? If we run into a Abra, we can at least throw the Great Ball at that. Okay. I don't think there's any other items in here. Let's start working on the trainers. Not the trainer I was gonna start with, but that's fine. 23. That's not great for us here. Get that works. Alright, good work, Sandshrew. Alright, let's heal up, because I do want to get Sandshrew up and running. So once we beat all the trainers there, then we'll go to SSN, beat all the trainers on the SSN, and then go through Diglett Cave, get everything that we can there, make sure we have Flash on us. We'll have to figure out an HM friend. Maybe we'll make the Shiny Oddish the HM friend. I'll probably teach Cut to Sandshrew once we get it from the Sea Captain. Win, lose, or draw. Alright, Gambler Man. Alright, Poliwag, not great for us, but let's... Starting move Water Gun? Yeah, let's just switch that out real quick. We're gonna run Horsey. I'm gonna keep Ivysaur out at that point. Electrician Man. Okay, this should be a little bit more speed though. If I was gonna say if Magnemite comes out, it's gonna just be a never-ending thing. So I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go for Dig. Let's just keep it going for now. Again, not having a ground move is not great for Sandshrew. We're definitely at the point where we're only going to use Nidoking unless like specifically advantageous. Yeah, so Sandshrew is just not in a good spot here. We might have to hope for a what's the one I'm looking for? A Dugtrio spawn. Because getting a Dugtrio spawn would be really good for us. Alright, we'll wait for him to come back. Alright, this is doable. Alright, getting hit with Poison Point here sucks. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, I didn't want to... You know what, fair enough. Alright, 26 might be the cap, which I mean, if it's only one level, I might bump everyone to 26 only so that we don't run into the same problem we did with Misty, where it was like, oh yeah, by the way, the last Pokemon's just like absolutely roided out. Which I don't think it will be too much of a problem with Nidoking. I think having Nidoking's gonna just be absolutely devastating. We'll probably save in front of Surge, see what he starts off with, and go from there. If Sandshrew doesn't learn a ground move by the time it hits level 26, we're 100% swapping to just two Sandshrews poisoning each other. Zubit, huh? Alright. Or at least we'll get some touch XP. Okay, Sandshrew's evolving, that's good. Evolution can possibly bring on a brand new what's what I'm looking for? A brand new move, as well as just the increased stats in general will be super helpful. No new move, which is sad. Hey, we actually made it back before Saiyan Slash died. Very nice. it evolving probably really boosted its HP, which really saved it there. Slash that sand. That'll be the plan. That will be the plan. Because as of right now, like, all the Sand Slash has is Scratch and Poison Sting, which not going to be helpful in the slightest. Magnemite's not good for us here. I'm going to go Charmeleon because I'm going to assume 26 is in fact the level cap. Okay. Okay, good. That got closer than what I would have wanted. Alright. Charmeleon kind of out, but what are the odds of us needing another fire type, right? Growlithe comes out. Intimidate comes in, but let's see if we can't get a poison off. I mean, you're the one that accepts the death. I'm just saying. Alright, so Sand Slash back out. Come on. There we go. There's the poison. Now we can start working on just slashing. Well, scratching, I guess. But yeah, like, I'm not necessarily the world's greatest chainer, but I'm gonna say probably not the best call on their part, right? Alright, Sand Slash should be fine here. If it has, I was gonna say, if it has Sonic Boom, I can at least handle one more Sonic Boom. Okay, I can no longer handle Sonic Boom. Alright, so we won't switch, but now we will switch. And then because 26 is the cap, I think Sandshrew will get all of the XP, or at least got 190. Alright, I don't think there's anyone else here. Did we do your fight? We did not. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I'd rather check it now. Alright, 3 Pokemon, Rattata, Poison Sting? Got the poison. Oh, and Hyper Fang? Dick move. My Mankey don't give a care. Yeah, don't care about that. Alright. Alright, Sand Slash better learn a ground move here soon, or else we're in trouble. I'll even take like Mud Slap. Like, it doesn't have to be the greatest ground move, it just has to be a ground move, because honestly, a Magnemite comes out and you have Stab, wait, did we go into this building? Was this the... No, we didn't. Exchange Mail. Pidgey to Saffron. Pidgey, okay. But, even Mud Slap not being super strong, it be, like, against a Magnemite, it's 4 times damage, and it being used by the Sand Slash will also have stab damage. So yeah, you're the one that, okay. So second room from the right is where we take our naps. Got it. All right, let's battle old man. Alright, Growlithe, that's fine. Poison Sting. Scratch. 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 Good. Please. Alright, I'm now down. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Alright. We're gonna do what I was gonna do last time. Tit Scratch. Alright, got a level 4 Charmeleon, which is nice. heal up real quick because we're here. I wonder if the healing sound from like the Poke Centers is like based off of anything, or if someone was just like, okay, we need like a thing. We need. It's like we need like a nice little noise to let you know. Oh hey, by the way, everything's getting healed up, and it's like okay, everybody pitch ideas, and then it's just like someone just like hit a couple keys on a piano. It was like bing 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 bing, and then everyone's like that's it, that's the one. Or if they're like, man, it's like, or maybe like out in Japan for whatever reason, there's like always like this noise of like whenever you enter a hospital, it's like, and like there's a chime of like to like, you know, let people know like, hey, there's XYZ going on. So it's like, and it's always bing 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 a bing, or what, you know. Nothing in here. I think this room has 3 battles. Quit poison pointing me! Alright. God, things like poison point and static just seem to always go off. Ooh, brick break, huh? Brick break would go pretty hard on Mankey. There we go, finally got the poison. Mud slap. Ooh, slash. Okay, you know what? That's actually pretty decent. All right, I will take that over defense curl. Okay, now we're talking some dangerous attacks right now. All right, we'll come back here and talk to the girl at the desk. Mostly because if that is a battle like I think it is, I don't want Sage Slash to die. So Slash this early is pretty decent. That being said, not hyper helpful for Surge. Alright, now we check here. Alright, I don't think... Alright. Another Great Ball, which is useful. I'm pretty sure we gotta go up to go see the captain, so let's head down first. Ooh, hyper potion. Alright, and then we'll start from the back and make our way forward. Alright, I'm gonna assume you both have water types, just based on your looks. One's a fisherman, one's a sailor. Alright, Tentacool, not necessarily a great matchup for us, so we're just gonna switch right into Pikachu. Oh, rude. Alright, we'll actually just full swap into Ivysaur here. You're gonna keep hitting recover. I'm gonna just. Alright, let's see what you have. You might actually have at least a fighting type on you as well. Machop, perfect. Alright, I can work with Machop. I'm just gonna go slashes. Alright, perfect. Let's go heal up Pikachu. Alright, we're going to bring out Ivysaur instead so we can avoid the poison. We're gonna hit Leech Seed to get some nice chip damage in. Then we're gonna trust in Razor Leaf's higher crit chance. Rest. Which is interesting, because Rest is usually on like the weird bit of land in Vermilion. Or Viridian? Yeah, because it's Viridian first, then Vermilion. Alright. Pikachu should be more reasonable here. Perfect. Good for you, Pikachu. Another Horsey, just to keep it running. Oh yeah, because it's Smoke Screen. I don't know what was about to come out, but we're here. Alright, 3 Horsies, easy enough. Good work, Pikachu. Ether. Shelladar. Beef. Vermidian. Yeah, exactly. Alright, Sand Slash is now 25. We're probably going to want to swap out Sand Slash for a Doug Trio. It's not necessarily the most, like, the best way to actually do this, and I feel kind of bad about, like, having Sand Slash on the team and just essentially never gonna use him at this point. Alright, you know, we'll keep with Pikachu. Taking a risk. Good job, Pikachu. Alright, we got one more room. We just won't use Pikachu. Oh, it doesn't matter. Super Potion. Oh, got a delivery. Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. Give me a few moments. Get dingle hopped. Yeah, get dingle hopped, nerd. Okay, well, he's dead. I don't like hearing all this. I don't like immediately see. Oh. Get up, get up, get up. No, 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 not like this, not like this, not like this. Oh, thank God, oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Run, 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 run. Oh, fuck. Okay.
All right. All right. Step 1 to Lord's Zumba class. Order Taco Bell. Step 2.
No,
You eat
that's shitty.
all the Taco Bell. Step 3. Eh. And step 4. Profit.
I'm pretty sure step 3 is sit on the toilet and wonder why you ate all that Taco Bell.
Exactly. That leads to step 4, profit.
Okay. It's like, as you may or may not be able to tell, doors now open. That means the puppies have been let loose because I had to go pick up the package from the front door. So don't be surprised if I need to get up a little bit more often to take Penny potty because Penny's a monster. Alright, I always go up here first because I think there's like 1 or 2 battles out here, which is like whatever. I think it's all of the sailors out here. Okay, perfect. I can work with the Machop. Switching to Pikachu. Dun, 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 dun. Go with the slash. Slash again. We will switch into the Ivysaur this time, only because we already know that the Tentacool is kind of a weird setup against Ivysaur. Perfect. Plus, getting Ivysaur closer to level cap as well is just always a good choice. Alright, so only the 2. That's fine. Then you show, yeah, that man shows me the Snorlax, so it technically counts as a Pokedex entry, though it doesn't honestly matter because there's 2 Snorlaxes in the entire world, both of which are asleep and in your way. And until you can get the Pokeflute, not gonna do you any good. Alright, we're just gonna keep Pikachu out at this point. No point in doing switches. Alright, no poison is huge. Defenses going down means nothing. Pikachu 24, big. Alright, realistically he probably shouldn't have any water types, so I think we'll be fine. Oh, what a matchup for us. Some Stardust, which is great because that means more money in our pockets. Man, everyone really telling me all about cutting trees on this place. Like, if they were like, I don't know if, yeah, I didn't want to do a double battle. I'm assuming this was supposed to be like a double battle, but I don't want to do a double battle. Alright, that's Cap for Sand Slash, and no use of any ground moves, which is annoying. Come on, high crit. There we go. Alright, so that's 2 Pokemon at Cap. Alright, if I want anyone else in at Cap, Ivysaur's the next best bet. Sweetie! How you been? Been a minute. How you... did you get hyperfixated on something else? And that's why you disappeared for a hot minute? Did you find a job? Is that because it's like I'm still in that boat looking for a job. But I had 2 different calls today, so fingers crossed that search will be ending here sooner rather than later. Throws Pokeball at. That's the only right response. That's the only right response, Kadak. Speaking of Penny being a monster, Okay, I've been doing good. Decided that if I was going to dive into that, I needed to not go at it from the direction I was. I can't be a job replacement. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, everybody give me a few moments. Penny's requesting to go outside. I can hear her meep meeping. Everybody give me a few moments. I'll be right back. I don't like hearing all this. I don't like immediately see. Oh. Get up, get up, get up. No, 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 not like this, not like this, not like this. Oh, thank God, oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Run, 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 run. Oh, fuck. Okay. Work through Bangalore's smoke. I feel like that at that point it's like, what the fuck's the point of the digital threat? Good run, appreciate it, Ken. It should, yeah. It okay. So the game was fucking me there because I was not getting the outline of either of them. So the game was fucking me. Got it. That or they changed something, but you know that digital threat should have been. I should have. I don't like hearing all this. I don't like immediately see. Oh. Get up! Get up! Get up! No! 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 Not like this! Not like this! Not like this! Oh, thank God, oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Run, 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 run. Oh, fuck. Okay. I heard a zipline. They're probably coming up.
Yep. Other one's up.
Got him.
Good job, dude.
They should have known.
Get butted.
We can't let it start rolling out. Life gets dangerous when a milk tank starts rolling. And funny enough, the two beans for us reaching our $50 goal that I'm going to be eating are either going to be stink bug or toasted marshmallow. It's going to be either a mix or it's going to be both of one. I really hope it's not double stink bug because I feel like that'll be a bad time. Oh God, I'm pretty sure it's double stink bug. Oh. 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 The things I do for donations. Oh. Oh, owie. Okay, I forgot that you sent out like a little wind scythe. Okay, that's not bad. And oh, that's dumb. Oh, that's so dumb. More like thigh museum, am I right? You're not wrong. Thick thighs saved lives, and oh no shit, he got chicken legs. Fuck, we're dead. Get dingle hopped. Yeah, get. Okay, we're back. Okay, so I dove hard into job searching, and yeah, I got hired. Hell yeah! So glad for you. All right, at least somebody's getting some good news on the job front. I'm beyond relief. It isn't work from home, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point. I don't want a job that I have to go into the office for, mostly because I don't want to have to deal with at some point being like, hey, my house sold and I no longer want to work here. Sorry for not telling you up front. I was selling my house and I'm trying to move, but your boy needed a job so he could keep said house, so he could then sell said house and then move. Who do we have in second position? All right, well, if we're gonna do twosies. Oh, no. Captain's awfully sick. All right. Yeah. That's about how I feel about searching for a job right now, Godok. I needed, it's like, I'd prefer a remote job that I could at least, you know, hold down and actually, you know, do something with. But, you know, kinda. Ooh, starting off with this, not great. All right, let's go Pikachu. Take a little bit of damage, but it's no damage. Okay. Double. Oh my god. I'm never gonna hit this thing, am I? Oh my god, I'm never gonna hit this thing. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay, we are probably gonna have to restart this one because starting off with Pidgeotto and just going into 7 double teams and Oddish comes out. We go Nidoking. Oh, you also have a shiny Oddish. How fun for you. Like I get you. I just needed something stable, and the amount of fraud happening with job search. Yeah, right. I don't know what was about to come out. Oh, just Eevee. All right. Double kick. Boom. Get wrecked, nerd. No Raticate this time. Interesting. All right. Assuming that I'm not gonna run into any battles, we'll just keep everybody dead for a hot second. All right, rub-a-dub-dub-dub. We got HMO1, which is useful to us. All right, we'll heal up before we get off the boat, and then we will move on to whatchamacallit? Diglett Cave. Ooh, my very first Pokemon? Pokesun? It's like I'm trying to combine it with human or person. Yeah.
I am the hype.
Sweetie, thank you so much for the the Prime sub. I know words. It's like, take that, Jeff Bezos. Pay me that money. Hopefully that gets you out of ad jail. But we got a couple of options lined up job-wise that hopefully will be decent for me. All within the 22 and higher dollar amount range, which is, you know, which is nice, but it's more about like actually getting the job to getting the job in the first place, and then having to deal with getting up in the morning, traveling to the place, and then depending on if it's like which of the 3 jobs that I currently kind of have lined up as possibilities, like what may or may not, which one will be closer, how early do I have to get up, how much money am I gonna get paid. Ooh, Diglett already has dig, so immediately already better than. All right, let's go Leech Seed into Poison Powder. Bag. We'll go Pokeball. Perfect. All right, so we're definitely gonna swap out Diglett for Sand Slash. All right, we already have you, so I don't care. If we can find a Doug Trio in here, that'd be pretty rad. Save me the time of having to train up the Diglett, which we might spend a little bit of time in here, at least leveling up Venusaur. Oh yeah, I would actually need to teach somebody cut. Actually, no, I don't think I need to actually teach anybody cut. I think teaching cut's just nice to get back to town, which isn't a big deal. Alright, everybody back from ads. Good. We just made it through Diglett Cave. We caught ourselves a Diglett. We're probably going to spend a little time in Diglett Cave in hopes to find a Doug Trio. So that way we can catch it and not have to worry about, you know, dealing with that. Get a Pokemon battle. Okay, do you want to trade something? You're looking for the Abra for the Mr. Mime. Alright, so I need at least 2 Abras. Ooh, no wait, we do need a cut. Oh, cool. We do not actually have to teach cut this. Hell yeah. Okay, so you just need to get the HM. That's actually amazing. Alright, now we got Flash. With that being the case, we might go catch a Spearow real quick. So that way we can trade for the Farfetch'd while we're thinking about it. Okay. I'm sure there's probably like a hidden item down here somewhere, because why would they have all this? But I don't know where it is off the top of my head, and I'm not about to click all my buttons. So let's run down here, heal up, go catch a Spearow. Then we can go trade it to the child. Will I need this? I'm assuming I'll need the Spearow on my team, and I can't do it from my box, like in modern games. Alright, now we run around in here until we find a Spearow. We don't bother with anything that isn't a Spearow and or shiny. If a shiny shows up, we catch the shiny. Odds of us catching a shiny, I'm going to say pretty low. I can't imagine us running into a shiny. But we caught a shiny Oddish in the Viridian Forest, so who knows. I know Spearows live in here. Don't you lie to me, game. Alright, I'm starting to get mildly paranoid. There we go. Alright. Alright, can I just Pokeball it? It's level 5. Alright, I'm gonna hit it with Poison Powder. Perfect. Alright, so now we can go back to Vermilion. Trade that off, and I think we get an achievement for doing our first trade. So what I will probably, like, when I go to do the trade, I'll probably be like, ooh, a 21 Diglett. And it has magnitude? Okay, we might... Okay, I'm gonna be a little lazy and catch a second Diglett. Just so I don't have to train up the other one, the extra handful of spots. Because the odds of us finding a Doug Trio are probably low, right? But Dig and Magnitude, gonna be huge. Alright, training up in here will take a little bit of time, but... yeah, we're already like halfway to cap, so it doesn't matter. Dignitude? If I could combine the two moves, I would. That'd be great. Alright, so let's see. We will put Sand Slash in the box. Which sounds more like Dignified Attitude. You're not wrong. It's like, out of context, if someone heard you say the word dignitude, they would probably think dignified and attitude, if I had to guess. Alright, Sand Slash, I'm sorry you're out. Nothing against you. Alright, and then Nidoking, you chill in here while I go do a trade real quick. Not this one. This one. Alright, if you want to take care of your trading achievement pretty early, your best bet is to catch a second Spearow early on, so you can do this trade right here, or if you're lucky enough, catch 2 Abras to trade for the Machop earlier on. Other than that, you can't really do anything else trade-wise this early. Then you get your Farfetch. Chading! Fun name. Achievement pop? No achievement? Okay, I could have sworn there's an achievement for... okay, achievement list. Alright. Catch all 170 Pokemon. That's all the battles that you have to do with the different difficulties and whatnot. Alright. Everstone, Watering Can, Cut 30 Trees, which we'll do eventually. Squirtle, which is coming up. Obtain the power items. Oh, okay. So like Power Band. Okay. Mew rematches. Oh, there's no trading. Okay, maybe it was somewhere else that had that. Okay, well, I did that whole speech for nothing. Whatever. Real quick, does Chingading have an item on them? They do. What is the item that you have on you? They have a steak. Farfetched with a steak. Alright, good enough. Double checking to make sure that Diglett didn't lose Dig and Magnitude, yeah. This Diglett immediately just already better than the Sand Slash. The fact that Shoot or Sand Slash just doesn't seem to learn a single ground move that does damage, kind of dookie, if you ask me. That's almost, okay. Okay, we've got a third Diglett. At least this one, we don't have to train. Like, I knew some of the Diglets in here could be pretty strong. I didn't realize they could get that strong. Like, I think Dugtrio could, I can now just, right? I just need to squish all the Diglets together to make them a Dugtrio. Alright, a little bit of a waste, but, you know, there's that. I will definitely, like, obviously in the, Alright, we'll put that in the bag. What are you two? You got berries? Maybe then berries. Alright, I'm glad I double checked that. Alright. Diglett, you are now our strongest Pokemon. Alright, double checking to make sure you didn't lose any moves between 21 and... Alright, you lost... Oh, you picked up Mud Slap. Okay, Diglett legit just became better at 29. That's amazing. Alright, I think I'll get Ivysaur here up to cap. Just to see if I can get a Dugtrio. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm going to save Diglett for the very last, because I think if I get... Well, actually, no, it shouldn't be able to actually... what's the word I'm looking for? It shouldn't actually be able to level up at all. Thinking about it because of the level cap. So, yeah, I'll be fine. I can just straight up use the Diglett, no problem. Alright. As much as I would love to get Mankey, Charmeleon, and Pikachu up the rest of the way, we might as well just get things done. I kind of love the whole Diglett following me. That's so good. Alright, heal up. Let's go take on Surge. And then we can start... I think what's going to happen is because of how much space there is between here and having to fight Erica, this is where we're gonna get everybody up to the level cap. And like finally get things like evened out. Or at least that's what I'm assuming. Alright, Pikachu comes out. I hit Magnitude. Quit hitting double team. Oh, wait, why are you loafing around? I can... But I can have Pokemon up to level 30. Misty said so when I got... Okay, interesting. Okay, so this Diglett's worthless to me. Alright. That's good to know. Now it's hit double team so many times, I'm gonna just have to keep hitting dig and hoping for the best. Okay, Poison Point here is huge. Finally. Okay, interesting. Alright, so... Fun fact that I never thought was going to be a thing. Level 29 Diglett will not listen to you. Even though having Misty's badge allows up to level 30. I'm guessing with the level cap in place, it quite literally means you can only train up to and use Pokemon to that level. That's kind of dookie butts, if you ask me. Alright, well, that just means we have to train up this Diglett a little bit, which is fine. Which we will do over here, because I don't think we actually took the time to try and catch any of the wild Pokemon over here. And I know there should at least be a Drowsy over here that we don't have yet. So what we will do is we'll just, you know, do everything that we can. Jambone! Ooh, gotta fetch Penny. Penny does love snacks. Do I have a Fury? How does Fury Swipes do? 2, 3. Ooh, quick attack. Gross. Alright. So Fury Swipes are not it. I mean, not a big surprise. I hate multi-hit moves. They never work out well for me. The only time multi-hit moves are useful are ones that are just like, okay, you hit 2 times, but like the power split between the 2. So like how double kick works, it's never, okay, you kick twice, hope for the best. It's always, if you kick if you hit the first kick, you're hitting the second kick. Like, I'm okay with double hit moves like that. Or multi-hit moves like that. Oh, I don't want to go in there. What am I doing? Alright, so Pidgey, not a great thing to work with. Okay, Drowsy here. Alright, I'm going to hit a dig. Hitting Confusion's fine enough. Pokeball. Alright, try one more time. Alright, fine. If we're gonna do it this way, Pikachu, come out. Thunder Wave. One more Pokeball. I don't want to waste a Great Ball on a Drowsy. Okay, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna go buy a couple more. Alright, you're already sleeping. I'm not about to deal with that. Charmeleon, come out. But I'm gonna buy a couple more Pokeballs. I'll probably buy another 10 so that way I can have a Premier Ball in my back pocket on top of it. But I'm hoping after I beat Surge, that's when I can buy some Great Balls. And then I'll probably buy like 40 Great Balls. I think 40 is about the right-ish amount to kind of get you to where you need to go. Maybe 50 would be good because I'm actually trying to catch every single thing. That might not be a bad play. Alright, so now we got a couple extra Pokeballs just in case we run into something else. If Abra happens to show up, which shouldn't show up here as far as I know, unless, again, they've added it in here. Alright. Diglett's not a good matchup, so we send out Pikachu. Okay, dig. 105 XP. Ugh. Dig taking 2 turns is mildly annoying, but at least I don't take damage in between the turns. Probably should have went for magnitude thing. Okay, that worked. I'll take it. Maybe I should check out like the versus secret. Oh. Okay, I wanted to go down dig and then take my down, but I'll take a magnitude 9 any day of the week. I could probably, like, in all honesty, I think if we get Diglett up to at least like 25, I could probably work with that. Was there a versus seeker? I think I probably have to like actually be in range of them. So maybe like I do this. Oh, alright. Alright, do you guys get any stronger or you just want to battle again? You did not get any stronger, which is useful to me. Okay, that's just me. Okay, this is gonna be a rare time where I take the time to actually use an antidote only, or a paralyzed heal, only because I just don't want to have to deal with running back at this point, and I don't know if it'll reset these. Wow, that really didn't do a whole lot. Okay. Let's try Mankey here. Maybe some solid karate chops with some high crit chances will do us some good. Alright, we'll switch in the Diglett for some touch XP, so that way we can get Diglett up a little bit faster. But we will actually use the Pikachu to do the fight. Alright, let's see if he stays hopping after I heal. But being able to do that will make training a lot easier. I don't know if it has to be like a certain amount of time after the battle itself, but if I can essentially pop that a couple of times for some actual training, that will make things go a bit easier because trainer XP is always gonna be better than wild Pokemon XP. Alright, are you still hopping? Okay, that stopped him from hopping, which is fine. Alright, let's try the Versus Seeker again. Okay, so that did catch you. Okay, perfect. So this will be particularly great for, okay, good. I was going to say, you might actually have Levitate, which would be bad for me. As long as none of them have Levitate, I will be fine. Now this should be worth a crap ton of XP. 690? Hell yeah. Alright, and we get a little gambling power. Alright, Poison Powder is annoying, but I think, yeah, I was gonna say Solid Magnitude should do the trick. Alright, Diglett's gonna die on the way back, because that's definitely more than 19 steps or whatever. Well, even if it, I was gonna say, okay, yeah, even my accidental go up early, that's not gonna take away anything. Alright, so, alright, what? I was about to say, this is gonna be a very, achievement-heavy stream, but I'm probably gonna play for about another hour. We're gonna get at least 2 from Lieutenant Surge. We already got 2 from picking up the Fame Seeker and something else. We don't actually have to do a contest because there's no achievement for that when I checked through, so we could skip that. I mean, maybe there's a prize that maybe we'll have to go back and do, but we can worry about that later. Okay, Drowsy. Drowsy should be worth at least a decent amount of XP. Yeah, 204 off of that Drowsy's not bad. But yeah, once we get Diglett up to 25, we'll run in and we'll start clearing out Surge. I might try Fury Swipes after this on a Pidgey, see if that will be enough now that we've gotten a couple extra levels. 32 attack's not bad. Mr. Mime. Okay, that's something I didn't expect. Also level 17. Alright, I'm gonna hit this one more time in hopes that I'm not going to crit. Yep, perfect. Alright, Diglett, you might have to die. Apologies right now, but gotta catch. Alright. This is where we bring out the Pikachu. Hit Thunder Wave. Okay, just... Alright. If I gotta throw a Great Ball, I will. Okay, cool. Okay, was not expecting a Mr. Mime here. That's actually pretty great. That's a pretty great find. So we don't need to trade... What was it? The Abra for the Mr. Mime? So that's one less Abra we have to catch, at least. So that's good. That's incredibly helpful. The fact that I found a Mr. Mime out in the wild and Chansey at least in 2 different places so far, I'm guessing that there's not going to be anything specifically just in the Safari Zone anymore. Like, I would imagine if... Speaking of Chansey, I'm imagining if I can find Chansey out in the wild, I'll probably find like Kangaskhan, Tauros, and Dratini out in the wild. They'll just probably be later on if I had to guess. Alright, so magnitude 5 still not quite what you want. Thank you for waking up, Diglett. Ayo, Umber Glue. Did I say hi already? No, no. This is the first time you said hi. It's okay. No? Okay. But how's it going, Umber Glue? How's your Tuesday going? Pidgey comes out. Alright, we want to try Fury Swipes. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you still need to 5 stack of Fury Swipes. We're at least almost to 25. Good, just had a slice of pizza and ooh, very nice. Very nice indeed. That sounds like a good lunch. Though I myself, I'm not a big fan of Red Bull. Okay, can you please quit hitting... Alright, there's 25. Mud Slap, we will get rid of Growl. Very yummy. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Though 9 times out of 10, when you hear the word pizza, it's usually pretty yummy. I can't necessarily think of any bad pizza. Me neither. Red Bull tastes like weird to me. That's fair. I myself, I just never got into Red Bull. I think the closest thing to I've ever coming to drinking Red Bull straight was what's the word I'm looking for? Taking a sip of Red Bull after, what is it, a Jaeger bomb? Like, because they had like a little bit of Red Bull left over and they couldn't fit it into the thing. A magnitude 4. Diglett, what are you doing to me, buddy? Y'all, Red Bull is different. I had Red Bull in Scotland. It's actually better. Okay. Jaeger bomb is a shot in a Red Bull, yeah? It's like, I don't know. It's like I'm thinking correctly. I'm pretty certain it is. It's a mix of... Wow, first try. Never gonna happen again. I feel like that should be an achievement. But yeah, I believe it's a mix of Jägermeister and Red Bull. If I remember correctly. I'm not the world's biggest drinker by any stretch, but But I'm pretty certain that that's what that is. Because I remember right before moving down to Florida, me and two of my friends from work, we went out to our local bar and we did a couple Jaeger bombs to, you know, as like a little going away celebration. Slash, it was my birthday at the time because I made the move down to Florida like 6 days after my birthday or something like that. I don't appreciate the sonic boom, sir. The dig. Alright, Diglett at least hits cap. We'll keep working with the Pikachu. I'm gonna hit dig. Yeah, I was gonna say quick attack's gonna come out, which is fine. Nidoking. Dig. Boom. Speaking of energy drinks, I haven't had an energy drink in almost 22 months. Wow. I can't tell you the last time I specifically had a oh, you're gonna be this guy, got it. Oh, and you super potion? You bum. The last time I had an energy drink? Okay, how high can you get your evasiveness? Okay, poison point here is huge. Ooh. Perfect. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Because you died of poison. Lieutenant Surge, so much easier than Misty. Definitely having a Nidoking, huge. It's like, that's what you're going for? I hate self-control. That's fair. Help when I get sick? Yeah, once I get my badge collected and my achievement officially pops, then I will be more than happy to come and give you a hand. Sand Tomb? Sure, we'll learn Sand Tomb. We'll get rid of Fury Swipes because Fury Swipe sucks. Works holding Kit hostage. Bleep! Okay, there we go. Take this kid. Surge's autographed. But, okay. Don't worry, that's not all I'm giving you. Okay. Alright, somebody remind me to take a look at the photograph in a bit. Alright, everybody give me a few seconds. I got to go give Kit a hand, but I will be right back. What secrets is that son bitch holding that he ain't telling us?
My favorite type of magic. Lesbomancy.
Jesus Christ, what's up with this fucking dwarf?
In the face! Hit him in the face!
Excuse me? Can I hit this man, please?
Look out! Don't get too close to him!
Hello? Game? Okay.
Alert to arms!
Pretty sure you shouldn't be allowed to alert to arms when I'm beating your head in, but you know, whatever. It's not my game to design. So there's a ledge. That, you know what, this seems like a safety hazard. Somebody needs to get a hold of OSHA. This is a safety hazard. I just need an MMO a little more faster paced than WoW. That's fair. I've never actually played WoW myself, so I can't like speak on it. Whew, okay.
Ooh, okay. Alright, we kept it under single digits.
Oh my god, I fucking got him while he was driving. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. That was so good.
That's straightforward. It's simple. I burnt my bum. I burnt my bum. Oh no, I burnt my bum again. Hot cross buns. Yep.
Okay, before we get into this, they just shared something really interesting in the Tamertown Discord, which is a game that I am a part of their partner program. Tamertown is a okay, no. Interesting. I don't understand their Discord server because, like, on. Okay, whatever. I will just copy and paste it here. Copy link. I'll paste it in my not legit. Alright, if anybody likes coloring, if anybody has a printer or they can do decent coloring on their computer, that's a link to a Google Drive that will take you to a essentially a coloring page in let me switch to so everyone can see, but it'll be focus. 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 Nope. Down. Maybe if I turn the brightness. No, maybe if I turn the brightness up. I think turning the brightness down made it worse. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus on it for some reason. Okay. You know what's great? We'll just pull up window gaming and I'll just open it myself, damn it. But yeah, just a little blink. Just so if you like coloring, if you want to download this, print it out, or anything like that, go nuts. Color to your heart's content. If you have kids in your life and they like to color, give this to them. But I thought this was an incredibly clever idea on how to kind of promote things. Like if I had my own printer, I'd definitely print some out and hand them out or have them available for kids. But I think Tamertown's going to be a really cool game. I'm excited to be able to try it out once they finally get the demo released, and I should be able to get early access because I'm a part of their partner program. Can I make a coloring page of you? Of me? Huh? I mean, if you want to go for it, I'm not gonna say no. I don't know how. It's like I don't know how that would work, but sure. All right. So now that we've done all that, let's heal up and okay. Seeing as how now that I see it's like those stay away forever, I'm gonna run back through Diglett Cave real quick. Oh wait, we also have to. Okay, who do we get rid of for Squirtle? I think we gotta get rid of Mankey for Squirtle. Actually, we'll get rid of Dugtrio. We don't need Dugtrio. Dugtrio is a big help, but Dugtrio not going to be super helpful for the upcoming stuff. And there's the achievement for Squirtle. We're not going to nickname it because we're not doing nicknames until Nuzlocke times. How strong is the Squirtle? Only 15. Kind of annoying that you have to beat a gym that's level cap is 26. And I mean, Grant, I get it. They want you to evolve the Squirtle into Wartortle and all that. But let's run through here. Oh my god, look at this cute little turtle just following me. Alright, I'm gonna go Water Gun. I'm hoping I will survive a dig. Okay, survive the dig, huge. That was not enough for a level. That's kind of annoying. Dun, dun, dun. Look how cute the little Squirtle is following me. That's amazing. Alright, Water Gun. It went for a dig. Alright, I should be fine. Ah, crit. God damn it. Alright. Ivy Sealer, go out. Alright, that's annoying. Alright. Ivy, actually wait, no. Let's actually, yeah, let's have Mankey do any kind of extra fighting in here for now. Karate? Karate. Karate? Huge. I should be fine. Ah, crit, damn it. Yeah, that's about the Pokemon experience, right? Alright, so I need to keep an eye out for all the trees to cut down, because I have to cut down 30 of them for an achievement. I think there's one up here as well to get into the... whatchamacallit? The museum? So we'll want to take care of that one while we're thinking about it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, if these are going to stay permanently cut, it is going to be more imperative that I take the time to actually cut things. Alright, he gives me the old amber. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Let's come down, cut these other trees. I don't think there's anything in the Viridian Forest oddly placed. Yeah, these are staying permanently cut, so that's going to be a whole thing to deal with. Okay, that makes things a little bit more interesting. Okay. There's that, and then one here. So yeah, just taking the time to cut everything along the way is just super helpful. Okay, there's usually like a person or an item here, which is interesting. Alright, and then I don't think there's anything to be cut over here, right? There technically might be some trees up there to cut, but I will worry about them once we get there. Alright, let's heal up so we can have our Squirtle going. There wasn't anything to cut down in Pallet Town. There are things in Cerulean to to cut. So you know what? Let's run through Mount Moon while I'm. Wait, actually, would that be a good idea? Run through Mount Moon. Cut the trees down there. I mean, you know what? Yeah, let's do it that way. I don't need to go back through. I don't need to go back through the one thing. Let's at least get Squirtle out front. Not that I'll necessarily use Squirtle during this. I'll probably run away because, I mean, level 5s aren't really going to be much. Do I at least have Tackle? I don't. Alright, I'm not going to bother trying to use a water move on a grass type. It's not going to be worth it. Hey, Benny, you want to come up? Okay, no trees here. There shouldn't be any trees through here. Oh, we can finally run into an Onyx again. Either on the way to Cerulean or into the Dark Cave. That'll be nice. They didn't add in any random trees up here. Obviously, never going to be any trees in here. Alright, whatever shows up, I'm hitting Water Gun. And if it doesn't die, then I'll hit Bubble. Water Gun. Zubit. Bubble. Alright, that's a Squirtle Turtle up to 16. That means it evolves into a War Turtle. Like, on one hand, I understand why they named it War Turtle. Because it kind of goes along the lines of becoming Blastoise, kind of like a war-like Pokemon with the big blasters. But I feel like it kind of steps away from the whole idea of Squirt and Blast being like the superlative of... And then like going from like and like having a turtle or anything like that, or tortoise kind of subtext. But what would be between Squirt and Blast? I think that's the big question. It's like, what's stronger than a Squirt but weaker than a Blast? Honestly, getting some semi-decent experience here. The most annoying thing is going to end up being the fact that with how far behind War Turtle is on levels, is trying to get it caught up. Actually, it probably won't be that bad thinking about it, because but buddy, wake up. Thank you. Because in the Dark Cave, that should be mostly rock types. It'll probably be hard at first, but some solid water guns and swapping an Ivysaur last second if need be should generally do the trick. Oh yeah, I need to see if I can buy Great Balls. I forgot to check that after beating Surge. So we'll have to check that at Cerulean. If it's not at Cerulean, we'll double check at Vermilion on the off chance that it is more based on the town that you get the thing from, but I think it should update everywhere. Got some berries up there that I can't do anything with without surf. Yeah, nothing there. I don't think there's anything to cut up top. Poor Slowbro. And then I think there's usually one. Okay, no, it's the one that's literally over on the thing. Let's see. Oh, we need to get our bike. We need to get our bike. All right, no Great Ball. So yeah, we'll take one trip down to Vermilion real quick. Key item. Given by Lieutenant Surge after defeating him in Vermilion City, he wrote, "Good luck." Cool. Alright, let's just cut this while we're here. Like I said, I'm fairly confident there's not an... Ooh, wait, there is definitely one tree to cut up here, now that I'm thinking about it. It is the one next to the TM guy. That everybody usually just skips cutting that tree because you can draw the dude out. And if there's like only 30 trees, you're gonna have to remember to come back to this one. Because that one's probably going to be one of the more forgotten ones. Because, I mean, let's be real, I almost forgot it. Alright, so let's head down, see if we can buy Great Balls. If not, we're stuck with Pokeballs, which isn't the end of the world, but we'll have to probably buy more than just 10. We'll also take the time to sell off all of our... whatchamacallits. All of our, like, big, spendy, sellable thingies. The nuggets, the Stardusts. I think I even got a star piece. And I don't think there's anything anywhere else. Alright. Okay, yeah, still Pokeballs. Alright, let's just sell off... Sell the star piece. Keep the Helix Fossil. We sell the Nugget. Sell the Stardust. I'm never going to use X Defense or X Attack in this. I might in the Nuzlocke. Alright. Alright, I'm going to buy 21 just to get us to an even 30. If we need more than 30 Pokeballs between now and the next Pokemart, which should be what's what I'm looking for? Celadon. Right, with what time it is right now, I'm hoping that I can at least make it through the rock tunnel by the end of stream. If I can make it through Rock Tunnel by end of stream, I think I'll feel pretty accomplished. Alright, how strong are you? That's I guess the first big question is how strong are you? Level 20 Oddish. Sleep powder. I get it, I'm not evasive. Alright, clearly Oddish has better special defense than Bellsprout. Alright, that's 22 on Charmeleon. Aerial Ace is good. Could probably teach that to Charizard once we finally get to that point. That was a lot of damage. Next. Sending out the Nido King, because we'll at least resist. Alright, can War Turtle handle 17 damage from an Onyx? Yes. Alright, it's okay. Yeah, I guess the plan would be... Alright, so we're stuck switching here, but that's fine. We'll just have Charmeleon deal with our bug problems here. War Turtle learning Bite's kind of huge. At least killing this off and then switching. Alright, quality level. Oh, cool. So Charmeleon dies because of poison. We find an ether. Alright, we will heal up. And then War Turtle will at least fare off a little bit better against everything that we gotta deal with. Alright, I think I know who I'm gonna raid once we end here in about a half hour. Did that. Skip that fight up there. I want to do this fight down here real quick because this should at least be easy for War Turtle. Four times damage is hard to come back from. Burn heal. Okay, let's see what the let's see what the fight up here was. Growlithe, you know what? That's fine. Charmander, fine. Alright, that's some quality fights there for War Turtle to get caught up at least a little bit. Alright, bug Pokemon, probably gonna swap. If it were faster, we can... Alright, we're still faster. We are not faster anymore. Weedle. Alright, looks like they're just trying to slow me down. Of course they poison me. Alright, we're definitely swapping because I'm not about to lose War Turtle to a poison confusion combo. Alright, so now we're gonna head back again. Because pushing forward is kind of out of the question at this exact point. And we made it back before War Turtle fainted. Let's go. Ba-na-ma. Oh yeah, I just realized I don't think I ever put the... No, voice gifts are back on. Okay, wait, are you not paying attention to me? Okay, run away. Okay, so you just didn't hear me say let's go? Okay, fine. Not like it's a part of my product that when I say words that I commonly use, things pop up over my face. I really need to look into learning how to like do some basic coding, so that way I can make use of StreamerBot. Because I know that a lot of people like can do some really cool things with StreamerBot. With Neopets? Really? No, don't paralyze me. And well, at least I can't get poisoned. Alright, you know what? Let's go heal. Ba-ba-da-ba. Da-da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, 128 is probably not worth it. Anything kind of special in here? I'm gonna assume not. Okay, maybe we'll at least fight some of the Rattatas and the Spearows, because at least these guys can't poison me. Hyperfang kinda rough, but whatever. Rude ass Rattata. Alright, I'm just gonna assume there's nothing really there. Alright. Well, at least got War Turtle up to 23, so they're already pretty well caught up. We're not about to catch a poison. I don't want to deal with that right now. You know what? I don't think the bike is that much faster, and plus I like watching the Pokemon follow me. That's fun. We'll probably stop using the bike for now. I'm assuming that if it isn't Erica specifically, it's someone from Erica or around Erica's gym that's going to give me the watering can. Right? Like, who doesn't like having their little Pokepal following them? That was like one of the best things that Pokemon Yellow did. And the fact that it didn't, like, keep that trend kinda sucks. Which I think is going to be one of the reasons why Legends ZA is probably going to be a lot of fun for people. Is it hard? I would imagine it's not, like, crazy hard to code. Because, I mean, as soon as they got it done the first time in Pokemon Yellow, they should technically be able to do it at any point in time. Like, I get why they didn't necessarily do it in, like, Gold, Silver, or Crystal, because all they did was that they essentially just took the Pokemon sprites, like, when you look at them in your, like, in your, not necessarily inventory, but, like, but in here. Like, if you look your Pokemon in here, they essentially just were using those sprites. And the reason why it worked well, okay, with Pokemon Yellow is because they specifically took the time to make a specific sprite for Pikachu. But everything else didn't have their own custom sprite. So it's like, okay, no reason for any of those to follow you. They never had any of that stuff in Gold, Silver, or Crystal. So again, no reason for them to really have that. Understandable. You get to Gen 3, though. Then you have sprites for everything. And I can't imagine it takes up that much space to be like, okay, here's a Pokemon from 4 different angles. And even though there's like, what, at that point, 350 of them, I can't imagine that's so much extra data they couldn't smush that into a GBA cartridge. I just think it was more so if they were like, why bother? That's my assumption, at least. Nugget. Types of Pokemon week. Alright. I've been looking for you. Ever presence. Pokedex has completed data. 20 species. I'm supposed to give you a Professor. Okay, and this is where you get your Everstone. And there it is. Cool. So make sure you talk to this man before Rock Tunnel. And then don't forget to cut all of those trees. But before we start cutting trees, what Pokemon can we run into here? Because I do want to at least check. Alright, fine. You want to fight? You fight. Okay, yeah. Alright, because I feel like there should be something in here that's different than what we've seen before. I'm just trying to remember what. With how much they've actually like added in all around, we might have technically already seen a lot of things. And maybe they're kind of doing more of, okay, here's like a wide variety of Pokemon that should be, you know, reasonable to be in these general areas, but not necessarily like, okay, here is, what's the word I'm looking for? Back to the whole Pokemon following you thing, they bring it back in, what, Heart Gold, Soul Silver? So clearly able to do that. But I think, what was it? Yeah, because then Black and White and Black and White 2, they're still the same kind of graphics. I don't think that we upgrade graphics until X and Y, if I remember correctly. So Black and White and Black and White 2, or Black 2, White 2, theoretically that should have been incredibly easy just to essentially continue that whole thing on. Alright, once we get War Turtle up to 25, I will swap to like Charmeleon. Rapid Spin's at least better than Tail Whip. I know, yeah, and they also added it into the Let's Go games, which again, super cool. Again, it's like, it goes to show that they can easily do it. It's just the fact that they, you know, haven't is like, in a way, like obviously in like Scarlet Violet and all that, you can send out your Pokemon to like auto battle, which is in a way, you know, kind of similar, but it's not necessarily like the same, right? Alright, if I don't find anything different by the time I make it to 25 with Pikachu, we'll go into the Rock Tunnel. Which, maybe we won't make it through Rock Tunnel by the end of this stream. You know what? Screw it. I want to try and make it through Rock Tunnel. 20 minutes should probably be enough. Let's go ahead and go for that. And if I need to do any off-stream grinding, which honestly I probably will, I will do. Because might as well get up to cap right before the, I feel like one of these has a hidden item on it. I can't remember if... Or is it just an item nearby here? Pikachu v Pikachu. Return. Yeah, my Pikachu loves me, you fool. Oh yeah, I should teach you Shockwave. Let's actually do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Alright, Shockwave. Teach to Pikachu. And we will get rid of Thundershock. Because Thundershock's not super strong. Shockwave's at least better. Alright, I think there's supposed to be a hidden item in here somewhere. Alright, real quick, let's go Mankey out front so we can at least get Mankey kind of bumping in here. Alright, perfect. Alright. Zubat. Solid performance. We do not have a Machop. Let's go Pokeball. Alright, I'm not about to play around with this. Perfect, I don't even have to waste a turn. Perfect. Alright, that's now another Pokemon added to the list. Repel would theoretically be nice, but probably shouldn't be using that anytime soon. Why do I feel like you're gonna have ground types? Ooh, that did not do a lot. Alright. Let's go Ivysaur. About to send out a Slowpoke? Yeah, we'll keep you out. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about fighting Zubats, I can tell you that right now. At least not as Mankey. Alright, we can work with this. Alright, maybe low kick will be... Oh, maybe I should cheat. No, I think I'll hold on to Brick Break for now. Alright, I know I don't have to smash rocks for whatever reason. Alright, that cut a little bit closer than I would have wanted, but... Max, you probably don't hear anything at the door. No, but... Alright, everybody give me a second. Max is doing a barooze. We gotta check the front door. Okay, next just being a silly. Who would have guessed? Nothing out there. Though there was an Amazon package on the neighbor's porch, so that might have been what Max heard that made him go rah 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 rah. Because he's always like he's very on top of things. All right, we're gonna risk it. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. We were gonna have to leave out of here anyways. Yeah, let's just go Nidoking. Nidoking's probably our best bet here. All right. Oh wait, you have dig. Perfect. We don't need no stinking escape ropes. All we gotta do is hit dig. Alright, so definitely getting Nidoking super useful. At least for the first, well, I'd say first 4 gyms. Actually, first 5, in all honesty. Except for Misty. I can't really count on Nidoking for Misty. But, alright, so if we can get a Nidoking and or a Nidoqueen, provided that they both learn Thrash when they evolve. You're not gonna worry about fighting with Chop. Again, not gonna worry about fighting with Chop. Alright, how does Low Kick do? And Low Kick does about as much as Bright Chop. Alright, alright, who... I want to save Brick Break, because I know... Actually, wait. Will normal types be a thing that I have to worry about? No, not realistically. I don't think I'll have to worry about... how strong is Brick Break? It's a 75. Okay. Screw it. Mankey can have Brick Break. We will get rid of Fury Swipes for Brick Break. So now Mankey should be able to more likely one-shot things in the cave. There we go. That's more frickin' like it. Plus, the Brick Break's just a solid move in general. Alright, how does Brick Break do here? Brick Break does good. Alright, after we get Mankey up to 25, we can start working on Charmeleon. Because Charmeleon can at least use Metal Claw. A 27 Geodude's kind of nutty. It's because it was the only Geodude. That's why it was such a high level. Got it. How does Brick Break? Brick Break handles well here. I know we're kind of just burning through Brick Breaks here, but it's working. Low Kick might be, I was gonna say, might be enough here with just how heavy Onix is. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Swap into Ivysaur. We're gonna hit Poison Powder. We're gonna hit Leech Seed. And we will try a Premier Ball. Alright, we will try a Pokeball. Perfect. Onix probably was going to be one of the more annoying ones to have to try and get, so I'm glad we pulled that off right then and there. Surprised that Brick Break didn't one-shot. Oh. I guess we'll double low kick this. That's just rude. Alright, just to make my life a little bit easier, and we are coming up to about when I want to end anyways, and like I said, I want to at least make it through Rock Tunnel. Alright, Metal Claw. 2 Metal Claws do the trick, that's fine. Alright, this is gonna be dangerous, but let's see. Ooh. Now we're just pretty much hoping it doesn't hit the word. I was gonna say it doesn't hit Rock Throw, because we were gonna be stuck in there because of bind. All right, well. If we lose any more, we'll dig out of here and come back through. But as of right now, I'm not worried about it. Just trying to get through at this point. Like I said, I'll do some off-stream grinding. So when we come back to this Thursday, because that's my plan, is pretty much any day that I don't have anything specifically come up that I can stream during the day, I'm gonna play Recharged Yellow, because I want to get this together. I want to get this together, and I want this to work. And I'm hoping that this will be a good thing to put together. It's gonna take obviously a lot more time than everything else, which is why I kind of want to make this like the big focus as of right now, especially while I have essentially the downtime. But I'll keep applying to jobs throughout through the evenings, so that way I'm not like getting behind on any of that. Meow. Also, I don't really have I guess a preference one way or another of who I want. Because like, Charmeleon's gonna be the absolute best for Erica, right? There's no two ways about it. Maybe we dust off Hero when it comes down to it. So that way we can have at least 2 Pokemon going in that will be decent. Other than that, if I could teach Wartortle Ice Beam, because I think you can pick up Ice Beam from the Cerulean Mall, or not Cerulean, the Celadon Mall. Alright, we only got a handful more battles, so yeah, once we make it through the... once we make it through this cave here. Just a bunch of Slowpokes. Pretty good for us right there. I think there's what? These 2 battles and like 1 more after this. Alright, we are swapping here. We're gonna go Nidoking, and we're just gonna go straight into a Thrash. Okay, we're gonna go to take a nap, and then we're gonna Thrash. Yeah, we already lost Mickey, so no. Should've went for the double kick. Okay, now we're asleep. Alright, we're gonna go for the... Alright, wake up into double kick. can't stay confused this long. There we go, perfect. This game sometimes, I swear. Pidgey. I wasn't paying attention to what was about to come out. Guess we gotta go Nidoking. Sunsport's annoying, but fine. Alright, War Turtle to 29. Rattata. Alright, we will bring... Actually, you know what? We'll bring out Ivysaur. Wasn't paying attention. Razor Leaf. Alright, Onyx comes out. I'm gonna save my last 5 water guns for an actual battle. Nothing like finding a pearl on the ground. That's money. Alright, meow. We'll swap the Oddish. Alright, we'll take a chance here. We'll hit Thrash. We don't care about our evasiveness. Pidgey's coming out. That means Pikachu's coming out. Alright, and then anything hiding over here? Nope. Alright, we're gonna avoid the trainers on the outside of here. And honestly, I will probably just battle them off stream just to save a little bit of time, because I don't think it's going to be really worth much. It's not like we're going to get any kind of achievements for battling them. Okay. So we're going to do the whole, really lean into the whole Cubone losing their mother story in this. Cool. That won't be depressing or anything. Alright, let's talk to these people real quick before I forget. Cubone. Cubone. Alright, we will save here. Alright, everybody, thank you all for joining me. I can actually just... let me wait till the save's through, just in case. Okay. Alright, I can kill that recording, because I don't actually have to do anything, so... Recharge yellow RA. Recharged yellow RA. Rename. Recharged yellow RA part 2. Alright. Alright, and then... What is Crafty up to? Love and deep what the fuck is love and... I don't know. We'll worry about it later. /raid Crafty Gamer Lady. Boom. Alright, just general reminders. Tonight's gonna be more Pokemon Stadium. Hopefully that the universe allows me to actually play it this time around instead of just for an hour. And hopefully we'll finish the Prime Cup by the end of stream, or at least we'll get damn close. Tomorrow is the Exploris, or again, Exploris, however you're supposed to say it, key that we're going to check out in the morning. And then me and Adam should be doing our co-op of Dark Souls 3, which we might even finish depending on how long the second DLC takes. I don't know. Then Thursday morning is more Recharge Yellow, and then Thursday evening is going to be Shadow of the Erd Tree, which is going to be a lot of exploring unless I take the time to actually, you know, do the thing. Other than that, Friday, so long as everything goes well and I don't have to do anything special extra, another recharged yellow stream. Alright, either way, let's go show Crafty some love. Because I know I will. No, I don't have to. Yeah, no, I think I'm all good. Alright, let me just get my raid message typed into their chat real quick. But, yeah, alright. Hi, everybody. Yeah, we'll let the counter go. It already hit 10. Whenever it hits 10, I usually just let it go.